Oh, hey there. I'm just out for a walk in the halls, Oh, you're not press. Okay, cool. Bye. Who am I? Well, been a while since I've been asked that. It doesn't matter. I'm no one at all. Nobody. Yeah. Gonna leave now. Cool. Alright, oh crap. Okay, I'm gonna leave the other way because there's my camera guy and okay, do you know what? Can I come into your room real quick? Yeah, don't worry about it, just let me come in. Look, please. Press trying to find me, trying to harass me constantly 24/7 every day of my life. Can you please let me into the room, please? I'm begging you, please. Please. Okay, thank you. Close the door. Yes, I'm hiding. Because I'm making a surprise appearance at a charity concert tonight. And the press want to ruin it. Because of course they do. Because what's more important, the kind of joy of the moment, the excitement, the surprise, or them getting their greasy little fingers on a scoop? Well, I think we all know the answer to that. So away they go, trying to, scout every hotel in the area. Everybody's just being completely and utterly, hunted, I guess. Every musician, every producer, everybody, they're all being tracked. So we thought, well, we can sneak me in, and if I come in the afternoon, just hang out in a hotel room here, hoodie up at the airport, no one's going to see me, no one's going to know it's me. I'm supposed to be on the other side of the world right now recording an album, so, of course I'm not here according to paparazzi, but they relentlessly hunt like little horrible sniffer dogs in the night. So I now have several hours in which to try and not exist. No, I can't just go out somewhere. If I go anywhere, and see you, I'm guessing you're not a member of the press, nor have you been blessed with the kind of attention I get. I promise you, this is inhumane. I can't date someone without it being on magazines. I can't step outside without someone trying to get a photograph. Quite frankly, my favourite part is when they essentially jump scare you in real life because a scared or intimidated looking photo sells for more. Oh yeah, it's just lovely. I'll be honest with you, these people are, subhuman. I don't care. That's my opinion. I really think so. Having been exposed to this and having been exposed to the lengths people will go to, I had a photographer trying to climb a tree 2 houses along from mine to try and get a photograph of me sleeping. Is that normal? Is that a thing that should be happening? No. And yet here we are. This is the world in which I now live. And so, if I want to continue pursuing music, I have to put up with this. Or I can be a has-been, right? I can fall off, I can say I don't want to do it anymore, I can make whatever excuse I want. And the reality is that that's not true. I still love making music. I love being in the studio with some of these amazing creative people I get to spend time with. I love touring. I love the fans. I love... and I'm not going to pretend, when you have a stadium full of people singing your song, it's an amazing feeling. And that's a little bit of ego, sure. But it's great. And then you get the psycho fans who stalk you. You get the media who stalk you. You get all sorts of abuse on social media. You can never look at your own Twitter feed or anything like that because, don't. Certainly DMs are pretty much out of the window because, oh God. So yeah. It leaves one... It's rather a gilded prison, this whole fame thing. A few years ago, no one gave a crap about me, you know? And in some ways, I preferred it that way. Because I could still make music with my friends and I could still perform for little crowds who, okay, didn't know about me or care who I was or know any of my songs. But at the end of the gig, I got to leave. And I didn't have to have protection. And I didn't have to have any, concerns that someone was following me home. I didn't have to ask drivers to take back roads to make sure I promise you, cars follow you. And it's almost hard not to get paranoid because at the end of the day, it's not really paranoia when it's true. Always. Yeah, feeling you sometimes get when you think someone's watching you. Try having it all the goddamn time. And there's just nowhere you ever feel truly safe. They know where you live. They certainly know if you leave your home. And no matter what you do, pretty much, you're going to get criticised. This person isn't leaving their house, they're a shut-in, they're a loser. This person's going to too many parties, they're a deadbeat, they're a loser. This person doing too many charity events, they're a poser, they're a loser. Like, I promise you, no matter what you do, people will hate you. It's just so weird. These people who have done nothing who have no interaction with me. You don't like my news, you can hate my music. You can despise my music. That's your choice, that's your taste. No problem with that. Why'd you have to hate me? You know? What did I do to you? And more to the point, let's all be realistic about it. You think if I wasn't making music, that would magically fix all the things you don't like about music? Really? I mean, hell, I'm one of the few pop artists out there, let's be honest about it. There's not that many of us who write our own songs, who have full creative control over our music. A lot of pop artists nowadays are, how do I put it, manufactured. Which is why I don't do collabs with a lot of people that people wish I collabed with, because at the end of the day, I want to collab with the creative people, you know? And these are the people you've never heard of, probably. These are the producers and engineers behind some of the best albums ever recorded. And I'll make way better music that way. It's another horrible habit you get into of just talking about yourself. I mean, here I am, hiding from press in the hotel room of a complete stranger. And all I've done for 8 minutes is just talk about me. Me, and me, because people always ask. And you get used to people always asking, you get used to having to talk about yourself all the goddamn time. Do you know how weirdly rare it is for me nowadays to get to talk to someone and say, how was your day? What do you do for a living? It just doesn't happen because most people who talk to me, right? Like, kind of TV hosts or agents or whatever, those kind of, the people in the industry. So there's them. There's people I make music with, but I know them already, for the most part I do. And if I don't, I'm meeting them in a music making capacity, which is fun, but it's not like, well, what do you do for a living? I know what you do for a living. I know why we're all here. There's no mystery of meeting a new person, Or you go to one of these parties and, well, if I'm in danger of becoming self-absorbed, there are many people there who are far, far past the point of being endangered. And honestly, even just getting to vent about some of the things I don't like, and just you're a really good listener, you know that? I mean, you look at me in a way that I'm so used to, again, these sort of jaded eyes looking back at me, these people who I feel like they look at me and think, oh, here's just another flavour of the month, here's another manufactured star who's gonna die out as soon as his social media following slows down a bit or whatever it is, you know? The reality is I write songs for people like me. And up until recently, people like me meant people who felt like they were a bundle of potential with nowhere to put that, you know? People who are struggling to find exactly where they fit into this insane world we're all living in now. People who are worried that their family might not approve of their path, or that if they pick a job that in 10 years time AI is going to take that job away and then they'll have nothing, or that they'll chase their creative pursuits and get nowhere and no one will ever care and they'll just be another failed artist, or. And the reality is we can all see how many people, for the people who make it, quote unquote, there's so many that don't. And the fact that I've, certainly for sales or anything like that, any metrics people want to throw out, I've made it. But I still don't feel that way, you know? Anyway, I'm so used to people looking at me in this jaded way. And you're just looking at me, well, like a person who just met me and is vaguely interested in what I have to say and learning about me. And despite how often I talk, it's the first time in a really long time I felt like someone's actually listened and gives a toss. I don't suppose you want to be my private therapist or something like that, because I'm starting to wonder if I need one some days. If nothing else, just to have someone who feels sane to talk to. And then again, I don't know. I feel like, at least for me, what I really want is not a therapist, just a close friend or someone I really care about, you know? I have taken up way too much of your time, but I'm guessing our fabled cameras have run away to try and sniff down someone else. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, it's looking like the coast is clear. I can probably make it back to my room and stop bugging you, you know? You don't mind? Okay. I don't know, I feel like I shouldn't be encroaching your space, but I'll give you my... Here. Give me your phone a second. This is my private cell number, which almost no one has now. You have I guess what I call a public cell. I mean, to be honest with you, the agent deals with that more than I do. And all the social media accounts get managed and all this kind of stuff. So, there's not much that's actually mine anymore, but this number is it. And, yeah, I guess I'll call you sometime and maybe ask you a bit about you. But for now, I'll get out your hair. You want me to stay? Really? I feel like I've just been blabbering on about my own stuff, and so let's talk about you. Well, fair enough. I'll have to set an alarm because I will have to be out of here by a certain time, but sure. I'll have to call my manager and like explain that I'll be away from the. How do I get food? Do you want to order something in, or room service, or yeah? All right, cool. This is neat. Yeah, okay. Let's get back in and talk about you. I can forget that I'm not a normal, allowed to have private life person. Just meet a new person, talk to them about stuff, and enjoy being with you, I guess. I mean, so far I've enjoyed being with you, so. Yeah, okay, let's do it.